Yo, what's everybody doing? How's it going? Jarhead, back again. Brand new video. And I know what y'all are thinking right now. I know what you're thinking. Right in this very moment. I know. Okay? Y'all are probably asking, well, Jarhead, didn't you say in your last video you were going to upload every 2 weeks? I'm going to try every 2 weeks. It's been a month. Okay, God. Y'all got to cut me a little bit of slack. Not too much, just a little bit. But, I mean, truth is, I just don't follow through on anything. I don't think I've ever followed through on a thing in my life. I'm just kidding. But yeah, honestly, I've been pretty lazy. My days haven't been too productive. But yeah, I'm going to try and get back on the grind. We'll see if it actually happens or if I'm just lying again. But yeah. So, what is today's video about? Well, today we're going to be talking about a YouTuber named EckhartsLadder. Now, EckhartsLadder is a YouTuber who I've watched for a couple years now. Really cool YouTuber. He makes like Star Wars and Halo and sci-fi content. But I wanted to talk about a recent video he made titled Why Halo Needs a Battle Royale. Personally, I disagreed with a lot of what he said. I respect his opinion, but I want to go over some of the points he makes and talk about why not only I think he's wrong, but why the complete opposite is true. So yeah, let's jump into it. Alright guys, so I'm going to be jumping into this video, but there's also a bunch of parts where it's kind of like, it's not even related to the main topic of the video, so I'm going to be skipping over those parts and kind of just jumping to the main sections and going over his main points he makes throughout the video. So yeah.
Battle Royale in Halo Infinite. And I know this is going to be a controversial opinion, as I alluded to, because, to be honest, I think gamers are sort of contrarian. In the past couple of years, Battle Royales have grown to an incredible level of popularity, but that also means that many people are starting to get tired of them. They see them as being created just to follow a trend, or to capitalize on the success of PUBG or Fortnite, or Apex, or COD Warzone, or whatever else. And I do think this is somewhat of a natural response by many who are frustrated and don't appreciate the game type. Me personally though, I think there's a reason why these game types are so popular. Ever since the first time I played PUBG, I've been hooked to that game, and I think objectively people really love them. As my iconic friend Hidden Xperia pointed out in a comment to a tweet I made about this earlier, Battle Royale is a dead genre, they said, as Warzone launches and pulls 60 million players in less than 2 months. And Luke is right. Battle Royale games have a chance to explode in popularity, I'd say unlike any other game genre. And if you look at Twitch right now, the top 3 video games being streamed are Valorant, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, and Fortnite.
Let me ask, can anybody tell me what the 3 games that Eckharts just mentioned have in common? It's one very simple, but also super important thing. All 3 of those games are free. And I think this is one of the key factors behind why these games are so successful. And you're probably asking, well, what about PUBG? PUBG was successful, but you also had to pay for it. It wasn't free. Well, this is completely true. PUBG, you did have to pay for PUBG, but at the time, all the best Battle Royale games and shooter games in general, during the time when PUBG was first launched, they all cost money to play. But eventually, a little game called Fortnite was released. And, not only was it fun, but it was free. And what happened? Well, games like PUBG and H1Z1 were literally thrown into the dirt. They were, destroyed by the success of Fortnite and other games of the sort. Because, people just generally like free stuff. And this is also evident by the fact that PUBG has been doing pretty horribly ever since, except for when it was released for free on mobile. And I guess this is just proof that shows that people really do want free games, So, yes, let's continue.
But suffice to say, these are incredible numbers, and that's one reason why I think Halo Infinite probably needs some sort of Battle Royale game type. Halo needs to be Xbox's flagship console.
Well, I'm not particularly sure how Halo could be a console. I thought Xbox was the console, but you know, whatever, I'm not gonna judge.
It can't perform like Halo Guardians or Halo 4 did. Maybe those were popular for a while, but I think the buzz outside of the Halo community cannot be compared to Halo 3 or Halo 2.
Well, if you actually look at the numbers, Halo 4 actually sold more copies than Halo 2 did, but you know, one of the reasons I think Halo 5 sold somewhat poorly in comparison to games like Halo 3 is because the game was, well, it was not good. Halo 5 was a very disappointing game, especially for a franchise as fantastic as the Halo one. And not only that, Halo 5 came out on a console which also sold poorly, that being the Xbox One, you know. But with the new Xbox console coming, and also now that Halo Infinite is on PC, I think there's a chance that if Halo Infinite has a great campaign and a great multiplayer, it could possibly sell on par with Halo 3, maybe even better without the help of a Battle Royale mode.
And some of you are maybe thinking, well, why is streaming important? Why are you looking at Twitch numbers? Well, just to be realistic, modern game publishers know that a large portion of a game's success, at least its initial success, is dependent on how well the game performs on social media, and especially how much it's streamed on websites like Twitch.
Yes, this is true. Having a social media presence definitely helps in a game's success, but I think again, going back to my previous point, one of the reasons Fortnite and COD Warzone are popular is because they are free to play, and people can watch these streams while playing their own game. They can feel included in somewhat of a community, unlike Halo, in which you actually have to pay for the game, right?
I think it's really smart what Call of Duty has done with Warzone. They're basically using the Battle Royale as a way to get people into modern warfare. And by all accounts, that's been successful. When I talked to the team over at EA about Apex a few months after it launched, they said that because the launch was so great, although the numbers of course have diminished somewhat, people are still playing the game at a rate they wouldn't have dreamed of.
Okay, Call of Duty is a franchise somewhat like Pokemon, in that there is a dedicated fan base that will buy the game no matter what, if the game is good or bad. And this is the case with, you know, Call of Duty Modern Warfare, you know. Even before Warzone, the game was already wildly successful. But now that COD has released a free-to-play Battle Royale mode, the game has soared to even new heights. But this is because the mode is free. Just adding a Battle Royale to a game does not make it successful. This is the case with Black Ops 4, which had a Battle Royale, but in comparison to other Call of Duties, actually sold poorly. It wasn't even in the top 10 best-selling COD games.
I'll get more specific to Halo in a second, but just generally about the Battle Royale genre, I think it is very, very easy for people to get into. The idea of playing with 100 other people and being the last to survive is very, very attractive.
Is there though? Do people really have a huge desire to play Battle Royale games? Or do people have a huge desire to play free games? I get it, Battle Royale is addicting, but if you look at the Twitch numbers, Valorant has been beating Fortnite and Warzone for the past couple weeks without being a Battle Royale. And if you also think about it, Valorant is also a PC exclusive. It doesn't have the support of the console fans and maybe the mobile fans.
Main argument against Halo having a Battle Royale mode is that they should just stick with their arena shooter mechanics rather than going for a gimmicky, completely different thing. And I think you have to look at everything holistically. For one, Battle Royale doesn't need to be the defining genre of a game. Rather, it will be one game type that works with the rest of Halo's multiplayer offerings.
Now, one of my main problems with having a Battle Royale in Halo is that I feel like it will take essential development time away from the main campaign and multiplayer modes, you know, hindering the overall quality of the rest of the game. If 343 does decide to develop a Battle Royale after the main game is complete, then maybe that could be acceptable. But even then, if the Battle Royale succeeds, there's a good chance that 343 will start to focus exclusively on the Battle Royale and maybe even forget about the rest of the game modes. I mean, this is something that has happened with Fortnite and the Save the World mode.
Maybe the game type is free, maybe you can do it as a separate download perhaps.
So, Eckharts mentions one thing that I definitely want to talk about is Making the Battle Royale free, or making it a separate download as Eckharts mentioned, creates a variety of problems. First off, by making the Battle Royale free, 343 now has the perfect opportunity to add a bunch of microtransactions, of which I don't think any Halo fan wants microtransactions in the game. I mean, microtransactions were one of the reasons I disliked Halo 5 as much as I did. Even if 343 decides to add, microtransactions that are cosmetic only, similar to games like Fortnite where you buy skins and stuff, this leads to other problems. I mean, in past Halo games, you had to earn specific skins and armor by playing the game. If you had special armor that was hard to get, that kind of signified that you were probably more skilled at the game. You'd spent more time playing it, and people kind of respected you a bit more. But by making it so you can purchase these skins, you kind of destroy all significance and value. A high level skin maybe takes 30 hours to get, but now you can just buy it for 20 bucks. So really, there's no point in really working for these high level skins. So really it just comes down to the simple fact that I don't even want microtransactions, a game I already paid $60 for. But I guess it's not 2010 anymore.
We know that Microsoft surely has been funneling money into Halo Infinite, and money plus time is a great thing for a video game studio, and Halo Infinite has had 5+ years in development and is also being based off a brand new engine. I truly believe that with 5+ years in development and the Battle Royale genre being really popular for 2+ years, that's more than enough time to add a Battle Royale offering to Halo Infinite without taking away from other multiplayer components, or certainly the campaign. And
I don't know where Eckharts got the information that stated Halo Infinite has been in development for 5 years, because most sources I've seen say Halo Infinite started development in around 2017. But either way, if 343 just starts development on a Battle Royale, that is less time spent making more maps and a better overall game. I mean, Halo has so many modes. It has campaign, it has Forge, it has multiplayer, it has firefight, it has theater. With so much content already, what is the purpose of adding a Battle Royale? Why not spend more time working on what you already have and not making another mode of which I think is already very oversaturated? I mean, rather than spreading yourself thin and working on a mode you don't even need, one of the things that has always made Halo so great is that it's innovation and creativity. It wasn't your everyday FPS title. Halo has always been a pioneer when it comes to the FPS genre.
But my point is that I truly think there's really big opportunity here for Halo if they do this right, and they step into a niche right now that has a lot of people eager for more. I also don't think that arena shooters necessarily can justify Halo's incredible price. Let me be clear, I absolutely love arena shooters. Halo 3 is my favorite game of all time, and if Halo Infinite released with a Battle Royale game, it certainly would not be the only or even most thing that I would play. That being said, there are about 1,000 popular first-person shooters right now, and Halo is just not going to dominate the genre like it once did.
The reason that Halo, you could say, fell off the map was because after Halo 3, Halo's multiplayer modes have all basically sucked. You could argue that Reach had an okay multiplayer, but this is exactly why 343 needs to focus on their multiplayer rather than spending time on a Battle Royale. Because now that Halo is on PC, 343 has the perfect opportunity to make an amazing comeback and create an absolutely fantastic game for new PC fans to experience.
Guardians also had something very interesting with the rec purchases. Basically, they were largely cosmetic, but what they did was fund other Halo 5 features, including prize pools, competitive tournaments, etc. I don't think there's a gaming genre right now, except perhaps certain esports, that is as profitable as the Battle Royale genre, and imagine if Halo came back with one of these major game modes. I'm telling you guys, it would be popular. If they added microtransactions
on that count as well.
Morning.
How much is this?
149, sir.
I've got 50p,
Fuck you, bastard.
For things like cosmetics, on top of maybe if the game mode's free, that would literally fund much of the ongoing support for other game types. And then you also have people purchasing the game who wouldn't otherwise, and we saw this with Fortnite Save the World. Lots of people played that because doing so gave you benefits in the Battle Royale mode, and to be honest, just seeing something in your main menu for enough times gets you interested.
This is where I have to disagree, well, again, but truly, I think adding skins and armor cosmetics into the Battle Royale mode would ruin the overall level up system that Halo is known for. And as for Eckhart's other point that the Battle Royale mode would fund other forms of the main game, I believe that rather than funding the main game, 343 would invest their time into updating and adding new content into the Battle Royale, and subsequently forgetting and neglecting the main game, the other multiplayer modes. This is similar, as I previously mentioned, to what happened with Fortnite Save the World, but after Fortnite Battle Royale started to gain popularity, Epic Games basically gave up on the Save the World fans, That's basically it from Eckharts. He goes on to talk about his ideal Halo Battle Royale mode and some other things, but truly in the end, all I can really hope for is that 343 does their best, whether they decide to make a Battle Royale mode or not. The whole video might just stem off the fact that I can't really trust 343 after their last stunt, Halo 5, after Halo 5, after Master Chief Collection, was a horrible failure, 343 really ruined their reputation with me and a lot of other fans, and by creating what I would call the worst game in an amazing franchise. That's Halo 5, Halo 5 wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. It wasn't amazing. And after all the amazing games Bungie gave us, I feel like an amazing Halo game isn't too much to ask for from 343, I don't know, maybe 343 Industries and Microsoft will renew my faith after Halo Infinite, but I guess I'll just have to wait and see. But if Eckharts watches this video, my guy, I just want to let you know there's no ill will, I didn't want to point any hostility towards you, my guy. Again, big fan, but yeah, I just wanted to give some counterpoints, share my opinion. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Yeah, but anyways, guys, thanks for watching. I have some other videos coming, I hope sometime soon. Within the next 5 years, we'll see what's happening. But thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, Jarhead out.